Well, hello everyone. Today I am doing kind of a weird video. Not really weird, just different. Very different than I normally do. I've had this video idea for quite some time. I've been kind of adding things to my list, and I have since come up with 9 things that have dramatically improved my life. And I thought I would share these life secrets with you, and they're all over the place too. Like, they're very different from one another. I don't know, I hope you find this video kind of interesting, maybe a little bit helpful, but let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start off on a positive note because some of these ideas I might actually be telling you to stop doing something, or maybe you're doing something wrong, but this one's happy. I would really recommend you guys try this. Just start going through your phone, maybe like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. It doesn't have to be that often, but going through your phone and just truly find random friends that you haven't maybe talked to in a while and just send them a nice text message. And it could just be as simple as, hey, I've been thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. Maybe ask them a question about their life. It doesn't need to be mushy or anything, but sometimes it's just truly so nice to hear from somebody out of the blue for no reason whatsoever. It's not like, you know, you're trying to sell them something or try to get them in on a pyramid scheme. I feel like I can't be the only one, but so many of my old high school friends have like reached out to me about that kind of thing. I don't mean that. It's just nice to hear from somebody for no reason. It always makes them happy, and it always really makes me happy too. Now, this is more kind of on the negative side of things, but it kind of is a good segue because it does involve when you are speaking to friends and say they are venting to you or they're really upset about a bad situation or something like that. As a human being, a lot of times we have just the natural tendency to try to look on the bright side, to make them feel better, try to give them a reason why maybe they should be happy instead of sad. And over the years, I've just really realized that that is the worst thing you can do. And I realized that when I stopped doing that with my friends, I felt like we actually got closer as friends and like our relationship got deeper. So I guess I just wanted to like throw this in the video as like a good like life secret that when somebody is like really upset about something, you should just be right in it with them. Like, do not try to make them feel better, really. I know that sounds weird, but you should just be like totally invested in like how sucky the situation is. And for some reason, I feel like that makes them kind of feel better. Now we're gonna completely change gears and just quickly talk about productivity and just getting more things done and what has changed my life in this arena. And it's just what I started realizing because I would walk past different things in my house that needed to be done, and I thought I'll do that later. I'll get to that in a little bit. I started realizing that almost every single thing it's like around your house that needs to be done, if you would just time it, because that's what I started doing. I started like timing myself. It takes less than a minute, almost every single thing. And I'm not talking like, oh, I'm gonna clean out the whole garage or I'm gonna clean out the whole closet. I'm talking like the little like clutter things like shoes need to be put back, like just things around your house that you see nonstop and you don't do immediately. It takes less than a minute. And once I realized that, I just forced myself to do it right then and there, and wow, am I more productive, and everything just is better. There's also a step basket, by the way. If you don't have a step basket, I know this is super random. That's what the whole video is. Buy a step basket, and it's literally engineered, and it's like a puzzle piece that fits on your step, and you can just put everything in the basket that needs to go upstairs. And then once it's full, you can take the whole basket upstairs and put everything away. And again, life-changing. It saves so much time. Your job, let's talk about your job. I definitely have said this before, I think at some point in some YouTube video, but I am here to tell you we get one life. If you despise the 9-to-5 grind, where you are like, you just feel like you're going through the motions of life and you just hate it, please try to get out of it, because I didn't even hate the 9-to-5 grind. Like, I had an office job. I actually really liked it, but my husband hated his, and I know so many friends and family members that just hate it, and we only get one life. So my advice here is to just try to think of something in your life that you just love, like you just love, and you have to figure out a way to make money from that. And it might take you a couple years to figure out what you could do, and it might take you a while to like maybe build it up, but you need to figure out what you love in life and figure out how to make money from that. And then you'll be so much more fulfilled. While we're on the topic of, making yourself happy, my next life secret is to find a way to treat yourself at least once a month. Like truly just you have something to look forward to at least once a month. It could cost money, like maybe it's getting your nails done, maybe it's getting a massage, maybe it's going shopping, I don't know. Or it could be something that maybe doesn't cost a lot, maybe it's going hiking, maybe it's getting outside and going on a little like, outdoor trip, or it literally could be so many different things. Everybody has different interests, but I think it does two things. I think it gives us something to look forward to. It gives us something that is for ourselves rather than everybody else. But then also, I really do think it does help our mental clarity, our mental health, and all of that. So just, again, just figure out a way to do it. Just don't forget to treat yourself. Now, when it comes to a relationship with a man or maybe you're a man watching this, a woman or a significant other, I don't even know. I was the first person Josh ever dated, okay? Like, he was one and done. I was the one. He's happy. He worships me, okay? That sounds so annoying to, I'm sure, some people, but I dated quite a few people before Josh, and I just am here to say that if you are in a relationship and you're dating and the guy just doesn't really treat you that like you walk on water, not trying to make this biblical, then you might not be with the right guy. Like, I really genuinely believe that you have found the right person, obviously when they make you happy and they check all of your boxes, but they really should put you first. And like, you should feel that. And if you don't, this is your sign to just maybe reconsider. Another thing that I recently started doing that has truly changed my life for the better, like instantly, is following and showing support for those that are less fortunate than us. And I know maybe you don't really even know what I mean by that, but for example, I started following different accounts that help people that are less fortunate than me. And it has just brought so much joy into my life. For example, on Instagram, Jimmy Darts. If you don't follow Jimmy Darts on Instagram, I'll link him down below. Go follow him. He just does so many good things for people unexpectedly. He like secretly films it.
I saw you had a bunch of stuff with your cart, and I never got a Christmas gift this year. I was seeing if you could surprise me with something that you had. Oh my gosh, no way. You're beautiful. You close your eyes and I got a gift for you. Merry Christmas. I had $500 for you. You have such a sweet heart.
His heart is so beautiful, and it just makes me so thankful that there's people like that in this world. But then also it makes me thankful that I do have like such a good life. And it's also inspired me to kind of do unexpected things for those around me, like even in my own hometown. I just think that when you see people that are just doing good in the world, you should follow that because it inspires you, but then also shows support so that it grows even more. Let's talk about road rage, because so many people have road rage. And I guess I just wanted to bring this up because your moods are contagious. And there is something very interesting to me about how people would never be so angry at others like face to face, but if you're in a car, then it like gives people, they feel as though the right to just treat people like trash. And I understand people make mistakes on the road and sometimes it can be really dangerous. I totally get that. However, just try to just remember that, if you're really vicious to somebody, that really, it continues on to that person, you know what I mean? And again, like, you would never do that to someone's face. Road rage is so interesting to me. It makes me really sad, and I just want us to maybe try to stop doing it. This is the last thing I'm gonna say to like stop doing. I'm really not trying to be like, oh, you're a terrible person. You guys are great. But I started noticing that I would do this occasionally, and then I started noticing that people are doing it to me. And it is interrupting people before they're done speaking. And I don't think people are trying to be rude about this at all. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, they're not trying to be rude, but once I noticed it, I realized that, I should stop doing this. But it's almost like you kind of know what the person's saying, so you just are like, I want to like respond quickly, but you kind of interrupt them before they're finished speaking. So this is more just like a public announcement, like try to let the person finish speaking and then go on with your conversation, which I know a lot of you are like,
I probably do this.
but I'm telling you, once you notice this, you might realize you actually do it. But anyway, I think it just, again, is kind of bringing it back to the relationships. It just makes people want to talk to you more. So those are my very random life secrets that I feel as though if you start kind of thinking about and implementing, they really can change your life dramatically, immediately. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Very, very outside of the box for me. But thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.